Mike Bohn here now with Jack Della Maddalena, a little over 1 week out from his UFC 315 title fight against Belal Muhammad. Jack, it looks like you're settled nicely in Montreal. I saw you went to Schwartz last night.
Yeah, had tucked into Schwartz, had a good meal. But yeah, settling in. We got in yesterday afternoon. Yeah, had a good night's sleep, and now we just first day in Montreal, so it's been good. We're gonna get to the gym soon, get a bit of a shakeout, and then just enjoy Montreal. It's a very cool city. It really is nice. Very like a nice European feel to it. It's very French, so it's a good spot.
For sure, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting over there in a couple days. It's just like an hour flight from where I'm at, so it's going to be
Nice.
a good one. But the journey was a little more familiar this time, so not as bad, I guess. Had all the people with you.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was good to have the team in. Good to touch down with the boys. It's business time. I love fight week, so I love fighting. So I'm itching to get into fight week, itching to fight. So it's really good to touch down. It's all settling in now, and it's go time.
Yeah, and if you had a good meal at Schwartz, I imagine the weight's in a good place then.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
weight's in it. Yeah, always in a good spot. Like to come in nice and light, easy weight cut, so I can still enjoy some meals leading into the fight. Still train, but yeah, no issue with the weight.
Love it. That's great. And I mean, this time next week, you will be weighed in. It'll be like getting ready to do the final face off with Bilal. When you think about that, like being that close to the fight, what kind of, I guess, emotions, thoughts does that stir up?
I'm just excited. Feels like a while since I've competed,
Mm.
but yeah, I'm itching to get in there. I love competing. Really keen to get those fight feelings. Get another win, and obviously get that championship belt and outclass below.
Yeah. And I saw you obviously when you guys did the press conference in Montreal. That was beginning of camp and everything. How did it all go? Like coming back from the layoff, the injuries and stuff like that, a 5 round title fight. Like, how did you kind of digest the whole camp and how did it go relative to expectations, I guess?
Yeah, no, it's good. Business as usual. We worked hard. We got we put together obviously a good game plan and got a lot of hard work in, and yeah, it was that we feel like we're ready to go. Really feel like I could fight right now, and I'm ready to go. So just crunching the time. I feel like I left no stone unturned and ready to get the hands dirty.
Yeah. I mean, we saw a little bit about the jiu-jitsu training, right? That video with Craig Jones. You put
Yeah.
him out. I mean, I know Craig's kind of always around the scene, like down there in Australia, New Zealand, and stuff. But to have him in, I guess, give you those looks. How helpful was that for this particular
Yeah.
camp?
Yeah, 100%. He's a grappling master, so just to be able to get his opinion, he's been in the corner of championship fights, so he has that experience. And yeah, he's just obviously, very high level grappler. So just picking his brain, getting some good work in with him has been great.
Is he going to be in your corner for the fight, or do you have your other guys?
Nah, he'll be in the corner. We have a solid corner and Craig Jones.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Man, only got to give more confidence in the grappling. I guess when you like think about those grappling scenarios with Bilal, is it more like takedown defense? Is it bottom stuff? Is it attacking with your own offense? What do you I guess like envision your
I
grappling
mean,
play?
yeah, I've obviously first line of defense, stopping the takedown. I believe I can do that. I think the more I can stop that initial takedown, it's going to make it easier for me. But I feel like I'm ready to go off my back. I believe I'll be the one attacking. I believe I've got some tricks to get back to my feet, and yeah, that's where I want to be. But first line of defense, 100%, stop the takedown, make the fight a lot easier for myself.
Yeah, definitely. They announced that Ian Gary is going to be the backup for this fight. What do you, I guess, just make of that and his performance that he had a couple weeks ago now? And I mean, for you, obviously, this is your title fight. You're going for whatever you can. But if a scenario did come up where he had to come into play, would you be comfortable with the last minute opponent change?
Yeah, 100%. I'd be comfortable fighting Ian Gary. I think that's a fight that's going to happen, and yeah, I've mentally prepared myself for that fight. I reckon I could take him out. Yeah, he had a good win. Prates is a dangerous guy. Yeah, I think the UFC obviously just this is their way of thanking him for stepping in on the tough fights. So you got to respect that. Not many people do that sort of thing. Step in. that and when fights fall out. So
Mhm.
good on him, and I think that's the UFC's way of repaying him. It is what it is, however it falls. But I think, yeah, I think it's me and Bilal it's on, and
Yeah.
can't see anything happening between the fight me and Bilal. But yeah, if anything changes, then no worries at
Yeah.
my end.
Always good to have the insurance, I guess.
Yeah, I
It's
mean it is cool because for sure, like if I've had fights fall through before and then you're just stuck in limbo. I guess there's going to be, if anything happens this time, there will be no limbo. It'll just be the next man.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's a lot of next men at welterweight right now. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like Sean Brady thinks he deserves the shot. Shavkat thinks he deserves the shot. There's this whole Islam Makhachev
Yeah.
element looming. Who do you think ultimately is going to be the next title
I
contender after
mean,
this
I
fight?
don't know. I think you can obviously it really doesn't matter what any of them think, really. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter if you think you deserve the next shot. It's really just who the UFC are the ones that are going to tell you who's got the next shot. So, but as you said, yeah, a lot of competitors, so there'll be no I think that any one of them, if the UFC announce that they're next, and I think you couldn't be surprised, I think any one of them could get it.
Yeah. Well, for you, as someone who would have the belt, defending champion, pay per view points, and all that stuff, do you look at the Islam one and be like, that's a gigantic fight for the sport? And not only would that probably put some good money in your pocket, you're fighting
Yeah,
the number one
100%.
pound for
If
pound.
if you heard if that was the fight if Islam said after the fight says, he wants to step up, then yeah, I feel like I'd be happily give him the shot.
Mhm.
Obviously, what he's done, I don't think there'd be too many complaints of people that think that's not fair. Give some time for maybe, but hopefully we can do it kind of soon. Hopefully we can do it. I think they've got a card in Australia coming up, so maybe if it see what happens. Obviously, not looking far past below, but would love to fight in Australia.
Yeah, that I mean that seems to be like the word going around. Like if you win the fight, maybe a pay per view in Perth in like September, and if it doesn't go your way, maybe they just do like a fight night somewhere else in Australia. That seems to be the rumors right now. So is that
Yeah,
like that
I
feels
think that
must be
makes
very
sense.
exciting knowing that they could bring a pay
Yeah,
per view to Perth if you win.
yeah, that would be awesome. It'd be obviously a dream scenario.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Who when you win this belt, who's the first person you want to give it to? Like who would it mean the most to pass that belt off to?
I mean, there's just the corner team, my brother, Coach Ben Vickers, Coach Ryan.
Hmm.
Just give it to those guys, passing it. It's just going to be a cool feeling. We've put a lot of sacrifices, a lot of work in
Hmm.
for a lot of years, So yeah, that will be obviously that will be the excite. That will be a really special moment. That will be hard to top, I think in cage in that moment getting the belt. So look
Yeah.
forward to it.
Do you visualize that moment, like Dana wrapping the belt around your waist, or is your visualization like only end at the fight?
No, I like thinking about the feelings of victory, I
Hmm.
think that's pretty I think I enjoy that. I like visualizing feelings of victory and what you do after the victory.
Yeah, I mean, and you've only felt victory, right? Like the streak you've been on it is so incredible. Do you even remember that start of your career in those first two fights, like what
Yeah,
that
I
feeling
do.
was
I
like?
do remember those fights pretty well. Obviously just hard. Obviously copying losing is a terrible feeling,
Yeah,
really like a deepening, depressing feeling. So, and then to get that twice in a row was tough. So I
yeah,
remember that, and I remember the lessons learned, and I remember the feelings like in those fights. So, but yeah, I guess that I really credit those two losses to where I am now.
yeah. What drives you more, like not wanting that feeling of defeat or chasing the feeling of victory?
I think just chasing the feeling of victory, to be fair, going for the finish, chasing the victory. That's what I enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, and you and Bilal come into this fight like he's on his 12 fight unbeaten streak. You've got 17 here. Like, I mean, I imagine just the clash of confidence and like feeling so good about where both of you guys are is what makes this such like a good high level fight, right?
I think so. I think you can, expect high level MMA in this fight. Two guys very confident. I think we both believe we can win it as much as the other guy. So I think this is, it's going to be a good fight. It's a competitive fight, but I'm going to get him.
Yeah, you feel like is the most common visualization outcome a knockout.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
I think that has to be how it goes down. A knockout, get the belt.
And the
Perfect
party
scenario.
begins.
That's it.
All right, Jack. I'll let you go get some training, some rest, and everything, and I'll see you out there in a few days in Montreal, man.
Sweet. Cheers,
All right.
Mike. See
Have
you
a good
then.
day.